living a life of purpose. In a world that constantly seeks fame and power, one man chose to live a completely different life. He lived in the desert, ate simple food, and wore humble clothes. He didn't pursue worldly recognition, but had a single, clear purpose: to prepare the way for the Savior. That man was John the Baptist. Today, we'll explore his life to discover lessons in humility and courage. John the Baptist was a revered figure, with thousands of people following him to be baptized. But when Jesus arrived, John performed an act of profound humility. He said, "I am not worthy to untie his sandals." Although John could have easily built an empire for himself, he chose to yield all glory to Jesus. He famously said, "He must become greater, I must become less." This is a profound lesson in humility. Our purpose isn't to elevate ourselves, but to serve a higher goal. True humility isn't about underestimating yourself, but about knowing your place and your role in a larger picture. The courage to speak the truth. John was not only humble but also incredibly courageous. His courage was tested when he had to confront King Herod. King Herod had married his brother's wife, an act contrary to God's law. Despite the danger, John directly criticized the king. "It is not lawful for you to have your brother's wife." He dared to speak the truth, even when it could cost him his life. He didn't compromise or stay silent to save himself. Ultimately, that courage led to his death. But John's death was not the end. It was a testament to his life, a life lived and died for the truth. The story of John the Baptist poses two important questions for us. First, are we living to elevate ourselves, or to serve a higher purpose? And second, are we brave enough to speak the truth, even when it's uncomfortable or could be detrimental to us? In a world full of lies and fear, we need more John the Baptists than ever before. People who humbly serve, people who courageously speak the truth, no matter the cost. That is the path to a meaningful and purposeful life. How to stand your ground. We live in an era where the voice of the crowd holds tremendous power. From social media to boardrooms, we often feel the pressure to conform to the majority, even when we know it's wrong. 2,000 years ago, a Roman governor faced unprecedented pressure, and his decision changed history. This is the story of Pontius Pilate. Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor of Judea, faced a situation that was almost impossible. The religious leaders brought Jesus before him and accused him. Despite questioning Jesus, Pilate declared, "I find no guilt in this man." He knew Jesus was innocent. He even tried to find a way to release him, offering to set him free instead of Barabbas, a dangerous criminal. But the crowd would not accept it. Their shouts grew more intense. "Crucify him!" Pilate, who held absolute power, felt helpless in the face of the mob's pressure. Ultimately, to avoid a riot, he performed a symbolic but deeply meaningful act. He washed his hands. Pilate's act of washing his hands was not a declaration of innocence. It was an admission that he was doing something wrong, but he lacked the courage to stand against it. He said, "I am innocent of this man's blood." He had refused responsibility, yielding his authority to the crowd. His decision was driven not by conviction, but by cowardice. Pilate chose personal safety over justice. He prioritized political stability over truth. He became a symbol of moral compromise, a man of power who dared not use it to uphold what was right. The story of Pilate is a powerful warning for us today. Have we ever turned a blind eye to injustice out of fear of the crowd? Have we ever done something wrong because of pressure from our colleagues or friends? Every time we stay silent in the face of a lie, every time we support a wrong opinion just to fit in, we are also washing our hands like Pilate. True strength is not power. It's the courage to stand alone, to do what's right even when everyone around you is doing wrong. The lesson from Pilate is, don't let the voice of the crowd drown out your conscience. Have you ever faced pressure to do something you knew was wrong? What path did you choose? Share your story in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next meaningful lessons. See you again soon.